Yeah. Well, and then you kind of touched on this already, but I want to go back to how do you balance that? And totally agree with what you're saying. I think the, particularly generative AI is what we're talking about here, it can be extremely helpful in this regard. How do you recommend that a small business balance that ease of use and just, it can create a lot of stuff for a lot of channels and so on and so forth with like maintaining that personal touch? Like what should they be keeping in mind?
Totally. I think you have to feed personal stuff into it, right? You really have to show it either your own stuff that you want it to recreate or repurpose, or stuff that you want to zone in on from the industry. There are things that you want to do to give it that personality or kind of give it a starting point to work for you as an LLM. And, I think there's also the whole process of giving your own brand identity. So, how are you already being personable? Do you really lean into local? Like, what is it that makes you unique? Or what do you want to make you unique? You could get started now, right? And figuring out what this mission is that you want to put together. But think about your own dream, vision. What's the why for the business? And dump it in there. That's kind of the joy of using these platforms is you can brainstorm and then it can organize or categorize for you. And even if you're one of those people that brainstorms with other business owners or colleagues, if you have a meeting, it could be on a video call like this, and you record it, you can upload that into these platforms. You can get not only a transcript of your meeting, but it can give you notes. It can tell you what you discussed as next steps. So these are things that sometimes business owners aren't the best at. And sometimes you're able to hire a support person, an assistant or something like that. But AI can fill some of these gaps now to help keep you organized, to help take a conversation that you're having and turn it into a document, an operational plan. And if you're meeting with a coworker in person or something, you can do the same thing. You can record your conversation and upload it. It seems kind of weird to always document yourself, but I think there are specific times or brainstorms or moments where that's really impactful and helpful for a business to track and catalog.